Hi everyone, welcome to my channel, Leave It Day channel. Hello, how is everybody in the world today, tonight, afternoon, in your time? So today is July 29th, okay, so 8 a.m. So today I have two guests that join on my show, and later on we're gonna discuss about things about women's right or please act right. So that's the main thing about my subject is women please act right. And by the way, guys, I would like to mega loud shout out to all my members, my new members as well, and of course for those not yet rejoined, please don't forget to rejoin your membership. And I would like to make a love shout out also to all my new subscribers who subscribe my channel, and to all my new supporters in Lilvete channel. Hello, thank you so much, guys, for being so good to my channel. And of course, I really appreciate your time in giving your effort in time to support my channel. And hello to DN 3000 or DN na lang because it's so long. Guys, I would like to ask, is my audio is okay, or my video is okay? So just let me know, guys. Magandang umaga. So, oh, congratulations. Is that a baby boy or baby girl? Okay, DN 3. Okay, thank you so much, DN 3. Okay. Hold on, guys. Let me see. Hmm, hold on. Oh, a baby boy. So congrats. It will bring your last name. Actually, this is hello, MP. Welcome to the Philippines. You're in Pagbilao, okay? So how is Pagbilao? Is still raining, or the weather there is good? Okay, I will. I will. So once again, welcome to the Philippines, my dear brother MP. Okay, so I think I have a guest coming. So let me click this.
Hello. Good morning,
Hello.
everyone.
Okay. So thank you for coming, my sister Mary Ann.
My
So
pleasure. My pleasure to join. Thank you for inviting also in your channel. Lilivitate.
likewise.
Thank
So
you.
how is the weather there in Dipolog?
It's so sunny now. Since yesterday and the other day, my God, the sun was so bright here. Very sunny.
Hmm.
Yeah.
DN, well, I think Sharon is preparing herself. Okay, later on she will pop up. Okay, before we start, I would like to ask a little favor for you, Filipina blogger. Would you like to introduce yourself in a briefly?
So, first, thank you, Cici Lilibite, to in joining me here, and hello also to everyone. I am Mary Ann, a vlogger here in Dipolog City. So, yeah, if you know to my channel and if you haven't subscribed, please visit my channel. Also, thank you so much, and thank you, Cici, for being here. So,
Yeah,
yeah.
because go ahead, go ahead.
So yeah, my channel is still a small YouTuber as well. It's seem like Miss Lilibet Tate subscribers. So yeah, yeah, my channel is more on day in a life if I have travel. So if you wanna know also around the Polog, so you must visit also. Thank you, Cici.
Okay, so thank you very much for giving us a little
Yeah.
information about your channel and of course yourself. So anyways, just like it's been a long time that I have to uh, do this kind of collaboration, but we're just waiting for Miss Sharon to pop up. So anyway, so our content or our subject for today is just like about women, how women act. There's so many factors that we're gonna talk that later on, Filipina bloggers. So it's just like more on women's personality, women's rights, and some I have some questions, and then how you interpret the question, or what is your idea between women's right and men's right. And anyway, I would like also to introduce myself. Hi everyone, I'm Lilibet Tay Channel, and I love to do things like more on knowledge, sharing knowledge, and more information for those, of course, Western people, Westerners. What is Filipino culture or tradition, or what's the system? Um, what is the personality of a Filipino when it comes dealing with other race? Okay, so let me read this.
I think
Here
you're
I have sister named Mary Ann. Nice to meet you. I will subscribe. Please, for those not subscribed to Miss Ann, please
thank you so
subscribe to
much.
her.
Thank you so much, Dean. Thank you. I think your live chat would not appear on your. Is it okay? Yeah, did not appear on your chat box. Ah,
Okay,
because
hold
it's
on.
in private or
Hold on.
yeah,
It
you
it, it
comment
appear. Yeah, I'm using. I'm not using
private.
the
Ah,
laptop.
okay.
I'm using my phone. But yes,
Ah,
it's appear on my. It's only in my screen that
phone.
all
Ah,
the
okay.
comments appear. So
All
if
right.
you have an extra, extra gadget, you can check.
Okay.
Okay. So I just need to collect more fund so that I can able to to
That's
buy
good.
some equipment. Okay. So
That
I don't
that's
need to hurry. So I just want to uh use my phone for that. Okay. So a
that,
big topic now is how foreigners can go to jail for arguing with Filipinas. Now would love to get all your thoughts on that too. Yes.
right.
So okay, so let's gonna start, sis, and before while we're waiting for Miss Sharon to join in our studio. So anyway, are you familiar about the BAUSI thing, sis, and the violence against women and children protection?
Yeah,
That's the law here in the
this is
Philippines.
low.
So yeah, what is your, what? Because I don't know if you're familiar about the things that what happened, that there's a foreigner that was locked up because he's arguing with his girlfriend. So it's just like I don't really go to the on his side, because I really want to know also, the side of the Filipina before I drop my conclusion about the situation. So for me, there's something foul play on that, because I don't hear the Filipina side. So I don't think that our law will just arrest a foreigner without any big evidence or things that they really need to arrest that man. So, what is your opinion about that kind of law here in the
Yeah,
Philippines?
yeah, I know that you mentioned about that story. I know that guy because that was there's a story, not a story. It's a lifestyle also. The foreigner who vlogged that he's in
Mm-hmm.
jail. About
Yeah.
arguing with the Filipina. So I very curious about that. So I search or I watch that video. What is happening? I just want to know first what is happening on that story. But for
Mm-hmm.
me, it's just yeah. I am with this law, but it's like fair to me also on what was happening. So if it's there also things like the evidence or what is going on, but I think for me, you want to know first what is if they have the evidence before anything else. So when I know that story, I was like, oh no, it should be fair, like because that Western man is in jail now, and then yeah, and then when I heard what is if they have the evidence for that to show, it's just arguing really, and they don't prove. So he's in jail right now. For me as a Filipina, I am vote with that because I don't want to argue with my partner also. If ever, but for me, it's I don't know. It's just life. It's not. It should be fair also. Like So yeah, I really like how do you call that disappoint of what is happening. But for me, the law it should be there. Yeah, you have to follow people. Don't make argue with your Filipina. But in this situation, when I know the story of this guy, was like, oh no, I don't know. So yeah, that's my opinion also.
Actually, okay, DN3 is I think he's not American. I'm
Yeah,
pretty sure
they're not
he's
married.
a
They're just
Briton,
girlfriend.
British guy.
Yeah, they're just girlfriend. They're not married, but it's happening with the argument. So I don't know. Yeah, it
Actually, okay, go ahead, sis Anne.
yeah. If you Western, yeah, there's because we had the law of here in the Philippines, so you should be, because you're Filipina, should be go to the VAUSI thing to yeah, file you a case about that. So yeah.
Okay, yeah. So let me read this, comment from DN. Okay. Oh, hold on. Hi, Scott. Hello. Thank you for coming, Scott. Okay, so here's I don't think he was an American, but America need also to realize that there have been so many Filipinas killed by foreigners for year leading up to the incident. Leading up to this incident. Okay, not only no, we're not really pointing out American, so many national, especially Westerners, because remember that there's last year that there's a Filipina, and she was killed by the European husband, that and they found
Yeah.
out that the European husband has a mental problem. So
So yeah,
yeah, it's very it's very sad that happened to her. Anyway, so here's the thing, that when it comes to BAUSI or violence against women and children's, so it's not only for this is husband and wife. So that's why a few days ago, I was mentioned that about the Bausi law here in the Philippines, Sis Anne, because I really why I bring this again, because I really want to know about what is the interpretation. What is the uh, how Filipino knows about this particular women about Bausi law here in the Philippines. It's just like, through my understanding, I'm not really into that law thing, but it says that, even you are not married to a Westerners or Filipino, and it's still covered that law that, men should be aware of the words, or the situation that some men, they are not really into that, to think that, let's bring this into a private, thing, that we don't want to argue this, especially in public or even in private. If it's too much arguing, it really triggers to a woman that she can file case, because in this kind of law, so they're really more onto the uh, mentally, physically, and emotionally protection from women. So the point
Yeah.
is, sometimes our laws here, some, they just really go onto the women's side, but sometimes there's a lot also men that are same way that women experience, they are abused by
Yeah.
their wife. So it's
Yeah.
just like, for me, why the government just go to the women side only? Why not also for men? So that's a big question that I want. But anyway, so that laws, it
Yeah.
doesn't really matter where the person or a man came from, as long that
Yeah.
things or situation happen here in the Philippines, a woman can file case against him, especially if this kind of law is not only arguing. There's so many factors that a woman can file case.
Yeah.
Okay, so I
So
think
I,
Sharon
in
is
my
here.
on my opinion also about in this case, because as I observe, this is not only for Western, also Filipinos. As I seen also, there's always a case like the Filipina, going to the court or the barangay, they file a case. Hi, Sharon.
Hi! Oh my
Meron siya.
morning, everyone. Sorry
Yeah.
I'm late because my computer had a problem. I didn't use it for a while. That's why.
Oh, that's okay.
Okay, welcome to my show. Welcome to our show, Miss Simply Sharon.
Yeah.
So okay, go ahead. Go ahead, Sis Anne.
Yeah, I think it's a this law about Vauci law. Most of women also is like, of course they're like living partner with Filipino, and they're always arguing on something problem, and it's how do you call that in Bisaya? They go hit in each other, and said of course the women, there's a lot of bruise and scratch and everything, and of course they have the law. That's why lots, not and lots, yeah, almost the problem or the case like that. That's why this law started. So I very happy with it, with this law, because as a woman also has the right. Yeah, for me, so always the case like that. I've seen also in here, and also the single mom, and the father of that, um the children will run away, so it should be has a law, almost lots of case like that, so they have the law to file the case to support the child, something like that. So I think that is, I vote this one, I like this law. But like what I said, not only for Western, also for Filipinos, they have a case like that everywhere.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Okay, so once again, so I would like to introduce my dear friend, Simply Sharon. So welcome to our show, Miss Sharon. So please, would you like to
Hi.
give a little introduction to you and to
Hi,
your
I'm
channel
back.
as well.
Hi,
Yeah,
back.
hello everyone. I'm back, and sorry if I don't post a video on my channel because my husband don't want me to give full time, 100% full time in vlogging. He just want me to give full time to enjoy myself. That's why. And
That's
yeah, YouTube is just only for fun, but yeah. So I'm back, and I hope I will. But I would like to still sharing some information I will know because I want you to know also what information you need me. So that's it.
Yeah, so yes,
Nice
Sharon. So,
meeting you also, beautiful ladies.
so I'm so grateful, that, when every time I invite you, you never say no to me as long as you have a free time. So I really
Yes.
appreciate that
Yeah,
from
like
you, Sharon.
always welcome. Yeah, even on the vlogger that I know, I suggest them, oh, if you want me to be on your channel or on your live, just let me know. Yeah.
yeah.
How
Just
is the
having
weather
fun.
there in Cebu?
But it's very, very hot. That's why we don't like to go outside the house.
Really?
Just
Well,
like
here
Yeah.
in
Yesterday
Parañaque, it's still raining.
it's very hot
yesterday
last
Why?
night.
we
Yeah.
Yeah,
Also
here
in
it's
Polo.
very hot. It was start last Monday. It was very, very
Mm.
hot. And then yesterday we ran all the aircon inside the house, in the living room, in my room, in Laura's room. So because it's too hot, it's too humid. It's very different humid because you can feel the hot, and it seems like no air and hot from the sun, and especially no wind. It's okay if it's too hot. I mean, if it's sunny, but there is a little wind, but there was no wind yesterday.
No,
So
it's
that's why
very humid. Yeah, same
horrible.
like in Dipolog.
Yeah.
Very
Okay,
hot.
let me welcome my dear babe. Hi, Miguel. Hello, babe, Miguel. So anyway, Sharon, so what is your opinion about the laws? Are you familiar with the BAUSI, violence against women, children?
Yes.
So
Mm.
okay, so what is your, because recently that there's a British
Foreigner.
guy that was
Mm.
locked up in prison for 3 years about, arguing with a Filipina. So I don't really go into that. So I think there is enough evidence because, he was in jail right now. So what is your opinion about, what is your opinion, why this men, not only for Western men, or for Filipino men, why they have to aware of this kind of law to avoid them lock up in jail. So what is your opinion about that?
My opinion is, here in the Philippines, we just always follow what is the United States doing about their laws because we follow that everything in there. But for me, there are lots of laws changing now in the Philippines. There are new laws they implement every year, every month. So for me, that's new because sometimes the law here in the Philippines is unfair. Okay, it's not fair. And for me, on my side, as a Filipino woman, I think what they did of that British guy is unfair because why they don't lessen his side and then let him speak what was the big reason why they are fighting, or maybe we can understand maybe there is a physical abuse, mentally, emotionally, and physical abuse. If there is of that, so he deserves to be in jail, but we must be fair. So we listen both sides, and maybe it's just trying to figure it out everything because they are a couple, right? So it's a family matter. So maybe they are just trying to fix it. Maybe they can be uh talk to each other and settle everything, not to send it on jail. And as a matter of fact, I think there is, in my opinion, there is money involved in this. Maybe the woman, because this is sometimes happening in the Philippines, that the Filipino woman want to catch more money from the foreigners. So maybe I think there is money involved. Maybe the woman needs more money from him, and then he doesn't want to give or something. So we didn't know exactly the main reason of their arguing, because here in the Philippines, I know also the laws that even if you are not mentioning a person and you are describing a person, even if you didn't mention the name, and if that person know that it's if you describe, if you think to yourself that, oh, she is describing on me, it's include a cyber libel, and the cyber libel case will take you 4 years in prison. There are so much um case that you can file, even if you are not describing, even if you are saying something and don't mentioning the name, you can go to jail on that. It's go on libel. But for me, on the foreigner side, is very unfair, even for Vitaly. Okay, even for Vitaly, on my opinion, it's not right to put him in jail and has a life sentence in prison, because he didn't made a cruel criminal. Okay, he didn't kill person or chop the body of the person. So that how you call that, that imprisonment is only for the people who did a very cruel criminal, but he didn't, so he don't deserve that. So maybe the law in the Philippines is unfair and fair. We must be fair. We must be fair, because why there are so much, like for example, when it was a long time ago during the Chong case, the two sister missing, it was a long time ago. And why some of them is treating in the jail very well. So it's a very fair. And I think I am not in my what I know, one of the guy who did that accusing a lifetime sentence in jail, but he is a Spanish citizen, so the Spanish government took him. So the Spain government took him. So he is in Spain jail now, not in the Philippines. So I think it's the same on Vitali. I think he has no right to stay here. I think the Philippine government must send her back to his country, because that's where he belongs. And then let's continue the case there, because the Chong case was continue the case there in Spain, because he is a Spanish citizenship. So for me here, sometimes there is also abusive Filipina. Okay, I know
Okay.
you know this. Yeah,
Yes.
I know you know this. There is also abusive Filipina. So
Mm-hmm.
maybe the foreigner didn't I mean has no more patience from him, because there is a Filipina is bungangira, right? There
Yeah,
is
Yeah.
no,
never.
They don't like that. So
right, bungangera. So maybe he has no more patience. So maybe there is also a mistake from the Filipino woman, not only for the foreigner. That's all I can say.
yeah.
Because more happened, Filipina, there is bungangera, and they don't respect a person, even if it's in public. They just shouting. You are
Mm-hmm.
arguing in front of all people. I I experienced that, a cousin of my mother, that if her husband want to spend time with his friends, and she went there, and then that she just gonna pour the alcohol, come on, go back home or something. So it's not right. You must call your husband in a calm way and talk,
Yeah.
not in front of the friends, right? So and gumangera is just like blah 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 blah. So that's the normal of the some Filipino are doing that. Okay,
The
don't be
Armalite
surprised.
mouth.
Maybe some Western
Yeah,
people they don't know. Oh, what is happening with the with my
yeah,
Filipina?
exactly. Yeah, me,
Yeah,
I don't
that's,
know.
I call that Sharon Armalite mouth, you know. So
That
anyway, you mentioned about Sharon. You mentioned about Sharon Vitali. So here in the thing that why he's still here in the Philippines,
Mm,
because uh before, if there's an offense, some of the Western people here in the Philippines, it's just like it's easy for us to deport them. Okay, so
yes.
that's what
yeah.
thing happens again and again. So it hears that, we Filipino, if we go to the other countries, if they do some offense, they have to go to jail. They have to face the consequence. So, to be fair for our Filipino people outside Philippines, we have to do same thing also for those Western people or other Asian country come here in the Philippines. It's just like for me, I don't think that he is in prison. So I think he has
Mm.
to many years, but not life in prison here in the Philippines. Because here's the thing that why? Because that kind of bloggers, it happens so many times in different countries. He keep doing that, so it really shows that no matter what they said that that country is a third world country, we must obey their laws because that's their country. It's not your country. Do whatever you want to do in your country. So if you go to the other country, you must respect other countries law. So that's what happened to her, because there's so many things that is unacceptable of doing that. Okay, if some Filipino was harassed by
Yeah.
his way of dealing his content. There's an
Yeah.
old woman in BGC walk, and then he pretend that he was the holdupper. So if I'm the family of that old woman, especially, we never know if that old woman has a heart problem, or
Yeah.
she has when she feels that she's not safe in there, and somebody try to, and she's helpless because she's old woman. So do you think that the family of that will tolerate him, that okay, without his action, my mother will not experience this kind of situation or heart attack? So sometimes Western people must learn about our laws here, because I remembered what Remolia, the ILG secretary Jambi Remolia, that he said that we did that before. If this Western people do crimes here in the Philippines, we just easy for us to deport, because while they're living here in the Philippines, it costs a lot of money from the government. Of
Yeah.
course, they have to provide everything,
Mm.
health, shelter, food. So we don't have enough that fund for them. So we have to give them also lesson that they must respect Philippine laws for
Yeah.
doing that. Okay, because there's so many offense that, wait a minute, stealing some government property, the mobile thing, so it's not really acceptable.
Yeah.
So that's the problem. So it's just like for me, this is, I always mention about what's
I'm
that
sorry
sound.
about the sounds. That's why I worried you because outside they have good snack.
Ah,
The
constructing.
stairs on this
Okay,
apartment
okay.
is
So
so
I thought,
peaceful.
okay. So
So
here's the
tell me
thing
this.
that okay. So here's the thing that it doesn't really, there's no problem for those Western people coming here in the Philippines, but my advice is they must be aware of things that they're doing. So if they're gonna bring BS here in the Philippines, they're gonna get in trouble. So all they need to do, just be aware, just obey the laws here. Everything is fine for them. But once
Yeah.
they show something arrogant, uh they Filipino now are very smart. Okay, because that's what I mentioned, Sharon, that we Filipino, when we go to Saudi Arabia, if we do some offense, if the laws there that this is, they gonna um uh court or judge this Filipino, we cannot. So if the government will negotiate, if the other countries, this is the law, they have to face the consequence. So we cannot do that for them. But as long as the government can help to save this life, they do. But sometimes it never really happens successfully. So they must learn also that here in the Philippines, we no longer that they tolerated there, some things that they do, some and disrespect in our country. So that's the thing that I really give credit to the the ILG secretary, because this is this is lesson for those Western people come here in the Philippines, that I heard so many times that they said that Philippines is the third world country. So it's just like it's easy for them to disrespect our laws. So it's no longer that. Okay, it's no longer that. So this is kind of um example for those people wants to come here and bring BS. No, you're not be successful, because or else you better stop that, or else you're gonna lock up in jail or in prison for that. So
Yeah.
that's the number one thing. So when it comes to about the you mentioned about Sharon Bongangera or Nagar women, that's very common, because sometimes we Filipina, if we have like a Western boyfriend or husband, some Filipina are very jealous.
Yeah,
Okay,
that's
Mm,
if
the
yes.
the husband or the
arguing.
boyfriend, because Western people are very common for them to say hi, hello, but some
Mhm.
Filipina, they take that too personal. So sometimes we Filipina, we have to think first before we react, because that's very well, it's just like it happens to me also, Sharon, that I was in the mall. And here, even though here in my place, that there's so many Western people living here. And for me, it's just like my husband is just like, it's very often to say, how are you doing? That's very common for them to say hi. But some Filipina, they get jealous on that. So I think that's the factor also, that sometimes Western men are not really patient how to handle Filipina personality.
Yeah,
Okay, so sometimes jealousy, it really triggers to create arguing.
that's the cause. The number one why they argue is, yeah, the jealousy.
Yeah,
The
but so
it's
far,
very
but honestly, so far, since I found my husband, we never argue. We never argue, even small pieces, and I've never been jealous because if you are a piece, if you have a peace of mind, you don't have jealous on towards other people, and especially for yourself, because me, honestly, I'm just gonna tell to my husband, when you will be here, you can go to a young Filipina. But what he said to me is, no, 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 why should I was, would you like me to find you a young Filipina? But he said, no, why should I don't need a young Filipina. But me, I've never been jealous because I trust him, and I know that he is not that kind of man. He is not a cheater or a womanizer. Honestly, I'm just telling that to him every time. When you will be back here, would you like me to bring a young Filipina and pick you up at the airport and blah 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 something? She said, "No, you are crazy, woman."
So
If you have a
yeah,
peace
okay,
of
because
mind, you don't have that jealousy. Me, I've never been have jealous anymore.
yeah, if you know
okay,
your partner really, like you
Yeah.
feel on it, like,
Mm.
oh, it's not gonna do. It's because, oh my goodness, no, there's
Yes.
it's just the Western or the men,
Mm.
how he treat, So it's just you
okay.
don't
So ladies, there's a question from Scott and Isa Worth. What
okay.
couple does not argue at times?
With couple.
Okay, what does, okay, let me pin this. Hold on. There.
What couple does not argue? Oh, in my opinion, the couples does not argue at the time. You should be, yeah, not say into other women and focus your Filipina girlfriend or your wife, your girlfriends. You don't have to look. Just follow what your Filipina saying, because some Western women, they go like, oh, she's pretty. Oh, so that's the way to start your Filipina arguing with you, because she is jealous on that. So yeah.
So What about you, Sharon? What is your opinion about the question from Scott and Isa work?
What couple does not argue at times? Not argue, okay?
Not
Not arguing. What he
What
means is
couples does not argue at times? So he
not
said that what is the couple
the
not argue,
common
not argue.
common reason. Jealousy. Because there are some Filipina especially if your partner staring on them or say hello to them and then talking to them in a nice way, some Filipina think that, oh, he likes me, so they are flirting more. And you are you're a partner, and when you see that the other Filipina is flirting to your partner because she thinks that your husband is likes her, that's one of the reason. Yeah, that's a purpose. And sometimes arguing of financial, especially
Mm.
there are some Filipina, like, for example, because not all the foreigners agree, like helping family like that. But we sometimes we get offended that, oh, why he doesn't want to help my family. So that's also one of the reason, because sometimes we just disappointed if our partner doesn't help our family, even if it's really needs it. There are some foreigner. I didn't say must, but some of the foreigner are selfish. Okay, they just only think
that's
their
the part.
self, and they
Yeah.
just only think their partner and their self. They don't care of the family of the Filipina. Okay, if they want to help, it's just only one time. But as for us, we are sometimes we are offended because we are family oriented. We are be able to help if we can be able to help. Right, and then there are some foreigners don't want that, and you know that I experienced, based on my experience, when I was in Laura's father, he is like that. His behavior is like that. No family welcome in the house, and yeah, don't want to give help to the family, even just a little bit of rice or something. So I was thinking, I don't want to spend my the rest of my life in this kind of person. And I was so happy that, oh, the relationship for me and him was not working, because I said, love God's me. God loves me because He doesn't want me to be in the wrong person. He wants me to be in the
Yeah.
right person. Yeah,
You
when I
know,
was
you know
in,
what? Okay, you know what? I stop you for a while, Sharon. You know what? That's too much. Even a cup of rice you don't want to share with your
yeah,
family. Jesus
mm,
Christ.
you know,
Actually,
yeah,
he
I
is
was
selfish
experienced that
just only
with.
for you.
I was experienced that, okay? I was experienced that. You know that when he just only giving me a money for to go in the grocery, and you know that if there is a change, I give it to him because I want honest. And you know that he said to me, "Did you give all the change?" I said, "Yeah." Even if you're just gonna check my
Really?
pocket, I don't
My
have
goodness.
nothing. Yeah, I didn't have nothing. I didn't stole the change. And then after that, no family. The one thing that I don't like is no family can visit you in the apartment where you live.
Wow.
Nobody, your
We don't
family is
want
not,
that. We don't want
yeah,
that.
your family is not welcome. And your family is not welcome. Even my mom, he never invite my mom to meet my mom or to meet one of
Wow.
my family. No.
Siblings, yeah.
Yeah, he met my mom when we went to the island. That's all. But I thought to myself, no, I don't. But
Wow.
I was so happy. And I didn't regret that I was a single mom with a child, because I prefer to be a single mom and raise my daughter alone than to be with that kind of vibe.
Yeah, that's
Okay,
right.
so here's my comment about Scott. What couple does not argue at times? So it's just like, for men, what your wife says, don't say anything. So
Yeah.
no
Yeah.
arguing, no
That's it.
argument for that. What your girlfriend, what your wife says, don't say
Follow
anything.
follow
Uh-huh.
your
Okay,
wife
so
what
if you
said.
don't want to have an argue, that's the thing, that there's no argue. But
Yeah,
sometimes, if it's too much, I don't think that men can really uh keep saying that. But for me, it's just like, if not really nonsense things, all you have to do just sip your mouth, and then there's no argue at all.
Yeah.
Mute,
And
mute your
avoid
mouth.
doing the things that your Filipina doesn't like it.
Uh,
Avoid to do that.
Yeah, don't argue with her, because
Yeah.
that's a long, long discussion. Okay, Scott, again, Filipina jealous? The question mark. You didn't know that, Scott? Yes, absolutely.
Very jealous.
Majority of Filipino are jealous, especially if they're dealing with Western men. Because here's the thing, why I said 90% about Filipino are very jealous when it comes to their men. Because some Filipina are they love to challenge men. They love to challenge men, particularly Western men. So if there's a jealous thing, okay? Because example, if a Filipina has a good Western man, and some Filipina, they get jealous why I cannot have that man, so they try to do something so that that man, they can steal that man from a Filipina. So that's why some Filipina, wait a minute, if you're gonna hitting on my man, no, don't do that, because I will not tolerate that. And some Filipino are very jealous that, but sometimes it's too much jealousy is not really good for a relationship.
Mm.
So that's my opinion about Scott asked about it's a question mark that Filipino jealous. Yes.
Yeah, and
Also,
I'm gonna answer to you also, Scott. Not only Filipinas, okay? Filipino people are jealous, even if you have if you have a better life. There are some Filipino people jealous on you, on your life, on the situation that you are, what you have, or what you reach in your life. They are jealous on that. If there is a Filipino people who got a better life, so the other Filipino people jealous on you. And there are
mm,
also even Filipino woman not only insecure if the person have a foreigner. Some Filipino woman also insecure if what kind of life that other Filipina have, that they
Mm.
they don't want to have. I mean, they cannot have it. Even if the Filipina is going to always go on shopping, there are some Filipina jealous on that because they cannot have that. Me, I experienced that.
not only
Jealous.
not
And it's not my fault. It's just my fault because it's my husband's fault. Because if I do nothing here at home, what he said to me is, "Go eat what you want. Go and
shopping.
just
Yeah.
use money and go shopping." Yeah, last time I went to SM 3 times. I am tired. Yeah, and there are some Filipina are jealous on that because I don't know why it's a mindset of a Filipinas that they are jealous, even if not some Filipina but most of the Filipina, even if Filipina have a foreigner, so what they tell to themselves is what they tell to themselves is, oh, I would like to have also a foreigner so that I will become rich
Yeah.
than her.
You think
I
of
can
that.
have everything than what she has. So
Yeah.
that's their mindset. Okay, that's the mindset of some Filipino woman. Mm.
Okay,
And
so there's
Filipino
another question, ladies. Okay, but before that, guys, I would like to invite everyone. Please help me to reach the $25. Okay, so for those ones to send donation, please click that dollar sign. So I need your help. So to reach that $25, guys. Okay, so here we go, girls. So on the stage question. So have any of yours women stolen someone's man or had men stolen from you? So I'll go first with, are you in a relationship, sis Anne?
It's getting
Are you?
secret. That's a big test.
oh no.
So Uh,
Yeah, it's complicated. Not in the anyway, one day I will tell you people.
you want to rebel. Okay, so I
Yeah.
just I just respect your
Okay.
privacy. But what is your what is have you
Have
experienced this
any,
kind of question?
have any of women stolen someone's man or had
Mm-hmm.
man stolen from you? Yes, because in my experience also, I don't know if your subscribers or viewers know about me. I have my ex before, and he is
Is
very
Filipino or Westerner?
Western. He is
Okay, Westerner.
Australian pensioner. So yeah, he's kind of like playing girls, and if I am not with him because I am at work, he just like playing girls, and the girls like wants also to get him because maybe the Filipino mindset is, oh, this foreigner has money, money, money. So
Yeah.
yeah, when I am at work, my boyfriend was playing with other girls and dating and then something like that, and this Filipino, even one of my colleague also is my friend, go with him.
Oh,
So yeah, it's also a cashier before. So I say yes because the Filipina, if she's trying to get your boyfriend, yes, she can. If the mindset that I want to get him because maybe this foreigner is galante or giving something like that. But yeah, I experienced that before, so that is why it's easy for the Filipina if she want, because she just trying to see those, like, acting like I want to get this
yeah.
foreigner. I'm gonna say to him, "Oh,
Ah,
get you." It's easy like that. So, and it depends also if the Western man will, oh, so he can, as I experienced that before. So that is why I'm kind of like, you have to get
so
to
what
know.
did you do about that? You found out that when you at work, he's dealing with
Yeah,
this other
I chat
Filipinas.
the lady. I chat the lady. You know what? I trust with you, and you were getting snake with me. I know we're friends, and you're trying to date with my foreigner. Yeah, I argue with that Filipina. In the chat, because we're not meet in person because I am at work, and I just know that they're dating already because this saying on the vlog because he's also a vlogger. So yeah,
Oh,
I talk to the lady, I confront him, and then when I talk to my foreigner, it's like, oh, we're just having like how do you call
having
this,
fun.
going or having fun going there to accompany with me on that bullshit. So that is so I experienced that also. So that is why you have to get
No,
to
no, no, no for that. So you
know.
have to, Well,
Yeah.
how about you, Sharon?
Have any of your woman stolen someone's man or had a woman stolen from you? Me actually, I've never experienced. I don't like to stole a man from other women. I
Mm-hmm.
experienced that. I experienced that because when I was younger, there was a police. He asked me a date, but I didn't know that he was engaged already. But he was honest. He said that I am engaged, I'm getting married. So I told him why, and could I let know your girlfriend? And after that, I told to him no, because you are engaged. I don't want to stall from her, and just focus on your girls. Okay, just focus on your girls. Even I am married, or even before that I was not married, there are some men who would admire me, even if they have Filipina. Oh, you are pretty or something. I said, I'm not, but you have already a Filipina. Focus on them and be serious on them and faithful on them. Okay. Faithful to your Filipina woman that you have. And me stalling a man from me, I experienced that on Laura's father. And the one thing is a very close friend of mine.
Oh,
And
Jesus Christ.
yes, but it's not only me. She didn't do that. Not only me. She did it also from her auntie. because when she was her auntie, her the husband of her auntie really want her to be in Belgium. So her auntie and the husband take her to go to Belgium, and when she was there, she had a relationship with the husband of her auntie. So yeah, so and then the more thing is they have some pictures, blah blah blah. So after that, her auntie sent her back to the Philippines, but she met Laura's father one time. And then when he came here, when we met, before he came here, they just talking, blah blah blah. And the second time he was visited here. It was the time that I didn't know that Laura's father asked me to buy something, but I know that there is a bad, there is something with them because before he came here, I saw them chatting in Yahoo because before it was Yahoo, no Facebook. It
Yeah.
was Yahoo. When I was before I go online, I saw them both online in Yahoo. And then when they saw me that I have appeared in Yahoo, they just both suddenly gone. Okay, and then when he went back here, I didn't realize, but I was doubting. When he came back here, he asked me to buy something in the store. And then what he said to me is, if you have enough time, just visit the family. I said, I knew why he wants me to stay longer outside.
Mm-hmm.
But he didn't know that I called the security in the subdivision. Could you look this black, blah, 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 and house? And you know what the security guard told to me, Mom, there is a woman inside the apartment where you live. And then they just close the window, close the door. What they gonna do there? Making a rosary? So when I came back, he was shocked that I knew that she was there. She was there. And then after that, I was said, even if I got pregnant, because at the time I was 1 month pregnant, I was stressed, but I just carry myself. I told to him, I know that you are doing this, but I don't force you to have me, to be with me. And the only thing that I'm gonna say to you is thank you. Thank you if you will come back. Thank you if you will not go back. And thank you also if you were not support the child. That's all. Only on the only words that I told him is only thank you. That's it. And after that, I stopped communicating with him, and then 1 week we communicate again until I deliver my daughter. But suddenly he just ghosted. He just disappeared. But I don't know. And now he is appear again.
Now?
He is appearing again. And
Sorry.
yeah. But there is something because he has a health problem. But he said that he is a new now. He is a new now. He was not like before, but he regret and he apologized that all the hurt, um, all the sacrifices that I suffer because of him. But I told him it's just only past, and I have a new life now. But he said I'm just wasting my time before. But he said that I was late. I was late and now you are married. But I said, "Mm, yeah, but we can be friends because we have a daughter. But me and Laura never expect from him anything. Yeah, that's it. And I know that there are some foreigner that they just gonna show it that they are changing, but not in reality. I mean, not completely 100%, but me, I've never trust it again, or I never believe all what he said. So yeah, for me, in all the experience that I experienced, I don't believe easily.
Okay, so yeah,
Yeah.
let me welcome Ryan. Hello, Ryan. Thank you for coming, Ryan. But in my experience, I never experienced that somebody, stolen men from other women and men stolen from me. No, I never experienced that because I give myself before I get married. I give myself to know the man that I really want to live for the rest of my life. So I
You're like,
don't want at the end of the day that I will regret about the decision that I made to myself. So I have time to
yes.
know my to know the person first. So yeah, it never happened to me. Oh, two Gans, how is everyone's doing? Yeah, we're doing good. So okay, ladies, I have a question here. Okay, so this is for for single and married. So would you like okay, would you like to introduce your uh boyfriend as just friend with your female female friends, or would you like to introduce your husband with your female friends?
For
Okay,
me,
so
yes.
for for Sharon, okay, I'll go for you, Sharon. Would you
For
like to
me,
introduce your boyfriend to your husband? Just friend.
mm,
No string attached.
yeah, for me, yes. There is no I have no more reason to scared not to introduce my husband to a friend of mine who are girls, because I trust my husband and I know that my husband will never cheat me. Why should I? And I want my husband also to have a friends here. So if ever there will be something happen to me, there will be some people who can help him what he is doing. For me, you have to trust him. You have to trust your husband.
Okay, so that's okay for you to
Yeah.
introduce your boyfriend to your husband. There's no problem. So
Mm.
how about you, sis Anne? Would you
Yeah,
like to introduce your, would you like to introduce your
in the future.
female friend to your boyfriend? Would you like to
Yes,
introduce your female friend to your boyfriend?
yes, because my female friends is already like, most of my friends is already partners. So even if I have friends single, so yes, I will introduce this is my friends, this is my boyfriend, something like that. Introducing, that's a part of, yeah, I think it's your relationship that you have to get to know also who's your friend, who's you gonna,
Mm-hmm.
this is my friend that I will go with somewhere like that. So yes, it's okay with that, no
It's
problem.
okay. So, in
But
my
I'm gonna
opinion,
trust
yes.
first.
Yeah. In my opinion, no, there's nothing wrong, to invite my male friend, because especially if I know that person for so many years, but I don't want to invite those men that just like online.
Yeah,
Okay, that especially they're not really aware of the the relationship between me and my husband. They are not really aware of that. So me, no, I said no. But if I know the person is just not, they will not do something bad against me, then they will, they will come to my, to my family circle. Okay, but you have to think first before welcome a person. Don't really give them a chance to enter in your space, because
yeah,
sometimes some, particularly women, particularly women, is just like, even though that they have boyfriend also, it's easy for them to tempt a man, because Filipino, that there's a saying that boyfriend lang yan, asawa nga naaagaw, girlfriend pa kaya
Ah,
or boyfriend. So
yeah,
that saying.
yeah,
yan, nakukuha pa nga yung my title, yun pang wala. Aha!
uh,
sure,
yes. So that's that's very common, that's very common. So well, the my point is, you have to know the person first before you let them into your space,
yeah,
because if you don't really, you don't want to end up that your relationship with your boyfriend or your relationship with your husband, it's gonna bring risk. Okay, because some women are not really aware of that, especially when they found out that, oh, you have a better life with this man. So they
yeah,
try, they try to steal that man from you. So you don't have to give them a chance to steal your man from them. So you must be aware of, their action, and of course their body language and the way that they act. So
It's the part.
Yeah.
mhm. So
So
that's,
yeah, I think
that's
getting to know more is very important.
Yeah, and I don't trust all Filipino women.
Uh,
Yeah,
also Filipino.
I don't trust all Filipino women. I even a friend of mine, I don't trust them.
Yeah,
Based
even
on my experience, yeah, I don't socialize anymore with my girls friends. No. I just keep distance. I set boundaries. I set boundaries, family and friends. So I have my
mm,
privacy. And more on now, more on if I go outside, it's better that I spend time with my angels, not with the girls' friends. And I have in before I have so many friends, but I have only two girls friends who are very true friends on me. But they never did wrong on me, but I like them because if you are in a bad situation, they are always there. If you need them, they are always there. Yeah, the one I discovered that the other one girl is changing because I heard some news from her, from other friends also, that that woman is debts me 200k. Okay, 200k. She borrowed me 200k, and I didn't know, and then she paid me every month, and I didn't know that she borrowed also money on my other friends. And I meet that friend of mine, and you know what she said to me? You know that that she paid you back already the money. I said, yeah, the capital, but the interest is not yet. Okay, it's still ongoing. But I discovered that she borrowed also because she really needs it. And you know what that a friend of mine told me? You know that she has so many things to say about you. I said, "Oh, really? And oh, really?" So that's why I change now my behavior to her. I keep distance on her. But the other one who is a dentist, we are in. I like her because she is very professional. So now I keep distance from that one. So more on, I spend time with Laura and my angels. I better to spend with gays than girls. And I more on spend time now of Laura because she is a little bit mature now. We were watching movies like this week we watch Superman. I would spend more on time with gays than girls. Yeah.
That is good.
okay. So I have a question, guys, for you. So what is your opinion about the Bausi? Do you think that this is law is only for women? How about men? So
So very noisy here in my background. Sorry, people. I think
so do you think
why
that the
every day
men
I
also
go. Yeah. Huh?
the men also has the same type of laws that our governments implemented?
Yeah, for me it should be have also like fair, like fair
Mm-hmm.
laws, like because what if there's a man also, well, that Filipina abuse him, and how can he file it? So it should be maybe
Yeah.
fair for me as
Yeah.
well. Should be.
Okay. So me also that so that some women they take advantage for this kind of law, to disrespect, or to degrading men. Okay, so it's just like for me is to be fair, because like sis Anne said that not all women are doing same way. Sometimes they are very too mean to men. So it's just like we must also have laws for men's right. So what
For me,
about you, Sharon? Would you like
Yeah,
to
for
men
me,
have right?
I think for me it's better to be fair. I think it's better to have laws also for a man because that's why the head now of a woman is big. It's because of the law. Oh, you cannot do anything on me. because he can go to jail. But I think it's better to be fair because uh, that's why most of the Filipino now are very abusive. It's because of that law. You know
Yeah.
that there are some foreigner who treated not good with their Filipina. So I think they have also right. Not only a woman have a right, a man also have a right to express their feelings, to express their voice, to voice out what they feel why they did that. Because the man will hurt physically to the woman because of the reason. Everything's happened for a reason. There is a reason.
Yes.
There is a
Mm-hmm.
reason why a man hurting the woman physically, even physically abuse. Because there is a reason. If you are good, or if the woman treated good to their man, there will be no problem. There will be physically happen. So we must be fair. And as a Filipina, we treated fair also to our partner. Me and my partner treat very well to each other. We
Yeah, that
talk,
sounds
we
good.
decide. So we
Yeah.
must be fair, even if you are in relationship, because there are some Filipina, they just gonna want to be the boss, and they just want to control their man. No, you must be fair in your relationship. Give and take, not take and take.
Yeah.
Okay.
Correct.
Yeah.
Okay, okay, from two guns, some guys are just trash. They abuse women regardless how they get treated.
But it's
Yes.
depend. But I'm gonna
Okay, go
answer
ahead.
that. It's depend of a woman. If she let her husband, or if she let guy treated her not good. But if the woman don't agree that the guy treated not good to her, the guy
Yeah.
doesn't cannot do
Treat.
anything. Okay, if it's just depend on the Filipina. If she is martyr, me, I'm not martyr. Why should I martyr? There are so much men in the world. Next, oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. If
Yeah,
you hurt,
Nice.
if you hurt
I
once, then I must go on and then move on.
Yeah, move on and find
Yeah.
another. Just give time to yourself, or yeah, just give time to yourself to find the right man. But me, why should I stay? Why should I treat good to you that you are not treated me good? So
Yes.
yeah,
Yeah, makes sense, Sharon, that, okay, you treated the man good and then he's not treating you good. No,
yeah,
wait a
yes,
minute. There's something
mm,
wrong with the woman if she's tolerated that kind of action.
yeah,
So
she's
we
martyr.
all
Yeah.
She's
deserve
martyr.
good
Mm.
treatment. So no, there's something wrong with her mind if she's
Yeah.
tolerated that.
Yeah,
Okay?
because if you let the woman, or if you let the man treated you not good, they're just abusive you. They're just doing it, and many times, again, 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 again. Okay,
Yeah.
again
And
and
also
again.
they have. It's also the they have also a situation with that with the family, a Filipino couple, Filipino and
Yeah,
Filipino. They're like martyr, even the abusive, could not tolerate that.
yeah. And I think that the message to all my fellow Filipina: don't be martyr,
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
there will be a right person for you. Okay.
Yeah. Viewers, is it okay the background or maybe I don't know? I thought they
Well,
were
it's okay. What
driving.
what can I do? So show must go on. So anyway, so Ryan says that, I think it does not matter where the from should treat a woman from the Philippines or anywhere in the world. So yeah, women should, but it's according how women treated. So it's just like for
Mm.
me, particularly black women. I'm not saying all, but some black women, they treated black men has no respect. So why I cannot blame why black men treated black women this way, because majority of black women, no, I'm not saying all, they treated men nothing. They disrespect men. So sometimes I cannot blame why men are treated then. So it's according women's personality. So if the women treated the men, it's according her personality. I think for me there's no reason men to be harmed with the woman if the woman treated her well with respect.
Yes.
So that that's the thing that I really want to point out. It doesn't really matter where you're from, as long as you have respect to a woman, a man have a respect to a woman, I think everything is gonna be all right. But if
Yeah.
there's if you forgot to give or to have respect on yourself, something not right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If the
And
man,
there is a comment there. I'm gonna answer two guns to yeah. Okay, wait. I'm gonna click this message. Okay, here. I cannot. I think what he
Okay.
said, a lot of people don't have the self confidence to move on, and their mind they believe they are stuck. No, if you choose to be stuck, you stuck. But if you choose to move on, you move on. For example, if you are with a narcissist person, like for example, two guns, two yeah. If you are with a narcissist partner, if you have a narcissist partner, and you discover many, many times, not only once, not only two times, but many times, and it can last, and you will always say that that person doing that again and again, it's because you accept everything, all what
You
your partner
tolerated.
does.
yeah,
Yeah, because you accept everything. What they gonna put in their mind is, oh, even if I do it again, she will accept on me because I did it the first time. It's not the first time. But if you look at yourself in the mirror and say to yourself that, is this me? Why I did everything, and why I should deserve this? No, I don't deserve this. And that's the time that you lost your self-esteem and you lost your worth to yourself. And you can ask that question. But if you realize that I am not deserve this. So what's you put on your mind? I need to move on. I need to move on and I need to find myself, to love myself again. Love yourself first and don't accept everything. One time, second time, you can give a second chance, but third time, fourth time, that's over. Love yourself and take yourself back where you came from. And I think it's up to a person. If he wanted to stop or they wanted to stop, they want to stop. And there are some people saying that, oh God, give me a sign if I'm gonna stay this. No, God give you many, many times. And
mm,
it's not hurting to someone. You hurt to yourself because you've been experienced that many times. But why you stay? You are hurting yourself more time. Why you don't move and love yourself and find happy? Than to stuck on that kind of relationship. That's all. Don't ask a sign from God because even God give you a sign, but why you still want to be in there? It's not God's fault. It's your fault to be stuck, not other people. You choose to be unhappy than to be happy. That's it. Mm.
So yes, it's all about a matter of choice. So if you want to
Yes.
stop, then you can take that one man's treated you. But if you don't, then you leave. You want to yeah, that's right. That everyone deserve good treatment, but it's in the person choice.
Yes.
yeah,
And yeah, he said because they are in love. No, if the person touches you many times, it's not love. It's not love. It's a bombing. It's a love bombing, and it's not love. It's a supply. No, it's
there's
not
no love
love.
in
It's a
that.
supply. Okay, they need a person who take care of them. They need a person who take care of them. But it's not love because love don't
Mm,
want to hurt you. Love makes you happy, not hurt. Okay.
Yeah, I don't think that's love because here's the thing that if you know the true meaning of love, you don't treat your partner as bad as what you did. Okay, so
Yeah, there's no love.
how can you give love if you don't know the true meaning of love?
Yeah.
It's not love. For me, it's not
Yeah,
love.
there's no love. Oh my goodness, it's very my head here. It's like
Nindot man imong background doy.
yeah. That is why my goodness. It was like boom. Oh my, I forgot that there's a construction. I forgot to tell you. I should not say yes.
It's okay. So like I said, that show must
Maybe
go
next
on.
time, yeah, after this, because I don't know. My head is
Okay,
banging.
so ladies, what about, how about, because, this is very common for those, for those Filipina dealing with a Western man that they really expect allowance. Is this, are you in favor of that, Sharon? Your husband will give you allowance. In same thing also with you, sis Anne, is your boyfriend giving you allowance? Is this mandatory, or this is between you and him's decision?
For me, it's between his decision. It's not my decision. Because at the first
Okay.
thing, yeah, at the first thing I told to him that um I have a little savings. I told him that I have a little savings, but he said to me, I would like to help you. But I told him I don't force you to help me and I've never asked help from you. Okay. And he said, yeah, I know, but it's his decision, not my decision. So I just say, okay, if you really would like, and then the more the more thing what he said to me is if you need it just let me know, and even if I don't need it, and even if I don't need it, it's him who give like he gonna call and then say what you are doing. I said just only laying on the couch watching movies. I said just go out, enjoy yourself. Okay, so it was the time that he give me and then I go. It's his decision, not my decision.
Okay, so how about you,
Yeah.
Sis Anne? Would you like, if in the future, if you find something that would you like that your boyfriend will send you, a monthly allowance? Would you accept that, or you have to negotiate first before you say
Well,
yes for that kind of agreement?
yes, like Miss Sharon said, for me it depends on my future partner. If he wanted from the bottom of his heart to help me, then I will be accept that also. But it's not the thing that in my mind that, oh, you have to know I would not do that. For me, it's just on your side if you're willing to support, because like what I said, I can work, I am independent, I can buy my own, because since I am working. So that's why I said to him, if you want to support from your bottom of my heart with no yeah, it's just for you, and then I will accept it. It's not that I am the one like pursuing. No, I don't like. Yeah. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, for me, it's just like, especially now that I'm married, so I don't need to ask allowance because the money is there. I can use the money anytime, and all the bank account that we have both have access. So for me, actually, this is between wife and husband, how they their agreement. But our agreement, we don't want, I don't want to ask allowance because what he has is mine, what I has is him also. It's just like his money is my money, my money is his money, so I don't need to do some, like, allowance for that. Hi Peter, hello, thank you for coming, Peter. Hello, hello, hello. Okay, so who's bang? Sis,
My background here, it's like bugging my head.
they wonder. They
Marinig? Sobra malakas? Marinig nyo? Nadungog?
Yeah.
No, my
It's
goodness. I
okay.
think
So,
this.
they're doing their job, they're doing that. So, Chi and Peter, my apologize for that because, there's a construction worker in this area. So, we
Oh
just,
no.
we don't want to
Do another
bother
time.
them because, yeah.
Not now. Oh my goodness. I
So,
forgot that.
and okay, here's another question for you guys. So, what is, for you, Sharon, what is the, because you married, okay, what culture, shock that your husband experienced when it comes to Filipino, culture?
The dried fish.
Oh, yeah?
Okay, the dried fish. He was shocked. He was shocked. But before he came here for to meet me at the first time, he was learning the Filipino culture. His daughter bought him a Tagalog books for him to learn English and
Mm-hmm.
Tagalog. So yeah, and what he was shocked on the culture is the dried fish because the one time that I eat and then my cousin also eat, and you know that I don't there is a dried fish that I don't like to eat the head. Okay, so I'm gonna take the head
Remove.
out and put it on the other side of my plate. Okay, and then my gay cousin really like to eat head. Me, I like to eat head, the fish, if it's like soup, fish soup. I like the eyes. Okay, the eyes. I love the eyes of the fish. And you know that what he was shocked when my gay cousin, took the head of the dried fish and eat it. You know what his reaction is? Just like and
Nashock.
then and the next day, yeah, and then and the next day, we met Karen and his wife because we have hung out. And he told to Kay that I was shocked the cousin of Sharon because the head of the dried fish is supposed to be trash because Sharon put it separated on the other side of her plate, and suddenly her cousin took it and eat it. I was shocked. And then Ruby explained, yeah, there are some Filipino people eat the head of the fish, the head of the dried fish. That's the first thing he was shocked for the Filipino
Oh,
way of eating. He was so very
okay.
shocked.
So, well, you know what? Me, I love to eat, the head of the, dried fish because it's crunchy. I
I don't
love
like, I
that.
don't like it. I
I
cannot
love the
eat it.
head.
No. Sounds like ano man, bitter pait. Don't like
Okay,
pait.
so how about you, sis? And have you encountered, some foreign that, it's not your boyfriend, or, you're dealing with, you interview what it makes them, about, Filipino, that they culture shock.
I as I've noticed, like some of my subscriber asking or shocked about, um the thing is how they celebrate occasions here in the Philippines, especially because um they can see like even a small house, like, and then when the preparation was very perfect, they have complete like lechon, everything is there. And then, they were shocked because their mindset, it should be like how they spend that much of money, while instead of that lots of food, how you spend instead of, putting into the house, like, how. So I said, yeah, it's because it's like our culture, because it happens once in a year. It's like a blessing to celebrate something like that. I should they should know, like, instead of that, the money that you spend, put in the house, like building a nice house. I said, yeah, because this is like our culture, like we happy with it. So they were shocked, like, wow, they have lechon and the house was. So yeah,
Yeah,
it's,
because
it's
some,
like,
some
yeah,
Filipino family, even though they don't have money, they just go to their neighbors and borrow money so that they can able, to prepare that food. That's
yeah,
kind of Filipino
yeah,
hospitality.
yeah. That's what I said. They were shocked because no money, and then you spend that nice celebration. even the,
Yes.
even the credit first, and then they celebrate, and then yeah, that's Filipino. So it's
Yeah, so this
crazy.
is one thing that Miss Chi said, that they are shocked how many times we eat in a day. Breakfast, snacks, lunch, snack, dinner,
Nice.
and then with rice.
Yeah.
Yes, as long as there's food, we never non-stop eating.
Filipino loves to eat. We like to eat.
Yeah, that's the one thing that, especially if we have, if we have so much food stock in our refrigerator. Oh, we never stop thinking, oh, especially if it's rainy season, guys, no. There's so
Yeah.
many things come in your mind. What is the good food that we can eat, especially if there's a typhoon or what? So that's the way I think also. But sometimes, wait a minute, if I gonna cook this, I'm just the only one eat, because Frank don't really eat some Filipino food.
Mhm.
So he's just like, the only Filipino food he ate is chicken adobo, caldereta. But some of the sinigang he tried, but not as much as I do.
Yeah.
It's all cat food? No, it's all Filipino food. Yeah, that's well, about the baby celebration, it's just like for those people that has money, but like I think this is very common for those sub children that 1 year old. That's a big birthday celebration, seven, and then debut.
Dibu, yeah, twice.
I never experienced having a debut, Sharon, to be honest.
Yeah, me either, but I want Laura to experience it, but she refused.
Yeah,
Actually,
me
I
also
bought, yeah, I,
never.
I, I already bought her a gown for her debut, but she decided not to have a debut party. She decided to just nice to the four children in her
Have
18th
you
birthday.
experienced that, Susan? Your debut?
Never experienced even Dibu every birthday. Every birthday.
But Laura experienced have a big party when she was 16.
Okay.
16 na, yeah. At least you are, spend with your daughter now. Like you
Yeah.
experienced before you experience. That's
Mm.
good, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I gave all
Oh,
what she wants that I don't have when I was a little girl.
Yeah.
okay, so I have a good question. Okay, so what makes you guys, attract when it comes to Western men? What makes you attract with the Western man than the Filipino men?
Me, I
Attract
think the
with
behavior and the character
Okay. In
and the
what
way,
sense?
like kindness and faithfulness. But not all the foreigner are very faithful, okay? But
Okay.
if the person is faithful and very honest and they are willing, I mean, very galante, I don't know how to call that in English, very galante. I am so attracted on them. Either poor or rich, that kind is
I'll mute you, sis.
that
immune
kind of
lang.
that kind of person is nice and have respect towards other people. Yeah. Maadto na ka? Yeah, my daughter is here. Hi, Sao.
Hi, Laura.
Yeah. She is preparing because she has her class will be 11 o'clock in the morning.
Okay. Okay, so it's your turn. What makes you attract sis and towards Western men?
Western.
Yeah, ano lang,
Um,
yeah,
for me, I attract Western men the way like they treat you like example. What do you like for the food? What do you like? Always ask me first what I like, something the food or whatever, something like that. And then they will
Adto ko kay
put
Rodao.
you first to you before him. So that's what I attract. unlike the Filipino men, it's always something like, say like example, if you ask, nagkaon na ka diha, pagkaon na kag imo din ha, something like that, you know. Men, Western men, it's always like giving you what you like first. That's what I attract for me for Western. You know, they ask me first. So yeah.
Okay. So it's more on gentleman side of Western men that you really attract them.
Yes.
So me, it's just like for me, why I have so much credit to give to those Western men. Okay, so when it comes to help, okay, when it comes to help, they are the one that especially if they volunteer to help you, it really they really give to you that help. So the one thing that I notice about Western people is just like if you ask help and you're too demanding to ask them help, don't expect that they will give you. Okay. So it's just like for me, let them help you. They will help you, but don't demand to ask them to help you because it
Never.
will never happen. So that's
Yeah.
one thing that they're very generous to that. Once they share their, they're the one who gonna tell you, okay, don't worry, I will help you. So I really give that to credit for those, Western people, but not
Lawa,
all, not
Yeah.
i-send mo
all.
ko uminom sa book, ha?
Okay,
So yeah.
so I'm not stuck how much you eat. I'm just confused how you are all not fat. I think that's in the Filipino. Well, it's just like, we work a lot, Peter. So especially for those people, even here in the city, that we work a lot. So it's just like, all the food that we eat, we burn that because, we're not sitting in the couch waiting for the food to cook. Okay, we work.
We work and we eat.
Yeah. So that's why you just surprised that those Filipinos, even though they're small, once they eat, wow, where do you put that food? But they never get fat because, we're not sitting in the couch. So all the food that we eat, we burn because we work.
Yeah. Oh my God, sis, maybe I have to go because look at my background here. Maybe your viewers.
I they understand that, I already mentioned that, there's a
It's okay. Yeah.
construction. So
Uh,
okay, tell her there are 300 people watching her, Sharon.
Yeah, but she is a shy girl. Yeah, she came here in my room because I am supposed to give her the money for her books, but she doesn't know yet. So I will go to her school today to buy books for her and her accessories because we didn't get her accessories for her uniform.
What course is she taking up?
Flight attendant.
wow,
Wow. You
like
know what? I'm so,
Yeah, wow, not
uh,
wow because my pocket is gonna.
it's gonna
yeah,
wow.
one of the expensive course. But once she
I like
graduated
that.
and
Yeah.
she has a good record in school, it's easy for her to get a job.
Yeah, the tuition is 100K a year. My God.
Kaya.
Well, it's just like
Allowance.
speaking of that, I'm so proud of my nephew and my niece because last June my nephew graduated summa cum laude, and now this August 15 my niece graduated in cum laude. So it
Oh,
really
nice.
proud of. So okay, so this is the last question that we're gonna talk, and then we're gonna end up this discussion. So, what is your opinion for those women that their husband, once their husband is sick, it's easy for them to leave and find another man?
You pardon sis, what's question?
Okay, so what is your opinion for those women that they leave their husband, especially when they know that their husband is sick and find another man.
So, in my opinion, about the man live with your partner, or living,
Leaving the partner.
yeah, living the partner. Well, in my opinion, to that, if he live with your partner, it should be like go ahead. I would not, because once the thing is, maybe he's not happy, couples are not happy, then they were leave for you, then I would not bother that. It's okay. So what's the point if you go it together if you are not happy? So no, it's better to live in this house, or because if you're not happy with him, no. So, and yeah, for me
Yeah,
it's
well, the question is, the question, if your husband in what you let, especially, let's put it this way. So let's talk real talk. So when
yeah.
you get sick, that you're, helpless, and you found out that your husband, well, will find another woman, and then he decided to leave you. So it's just you let them go. You don't want to fight for that,
I mean, if
because
I
you
feel
you
sick, if you like,
yeah, if
yeah.
you're married, not boyfriend and girlfriend.
Oh, see, like it depends on the situation. If you're married, so yeah, I should fight for that. What's the point? You've been married, even your husband, and then why should I fight for that? Because there's no why he leave you if that case and then find another. So that would not possible. I would not fight for that. I would not fight for that. No, if it's simple thing for that and then you will leave, that's the right for the Filipina to go to that. No, especially when you quote that they were find another women. So yeah, I should fight for the right with me, you know. Yeah.
Okay, so you just want to, fight for the right, because in
Yeah.
marriage life it's just like, there's a bow, there's for better, for worse, for sickness and health.
Yeah, or even
You
if
have to
not
stay with
married.
your, with you stay with your, partner, but it's just like this is very, very given for those married. So
Yeah,
I think if
if
you're
married
not
or not married, I should fight for the right that also, because you've been together. It's your couple, married or not married. They should fight for the right with that.
So how about you, Sharon? What is your opinion for that?
Okay, there are two ways of leaving partner. Either like, for example, if your partner is sick and then you are leaving your partner, for me it's not good because if you are married, for me it's not good because um it's proof that you only stay with your partner for money, not for love. Because if it's love, it's sacrificing. If it's love, like what they said, in sickness and in health, for richer or for poor. So that vows you must do it, because if you leave your partner when your partner has a severe problem or health problem, it's proof that you stay with him just only for money. But for leaving, another way of leaving, like your partner leave you because of another woman, maybe trying to fix it on the first time. Trying to fix it, but if it will not work it and he is choosing to be with that woman, I will not fight my right, because it's his choice. It's his choice. And even if you fight it, but that's what he wanted, you cannot do anything. You're just wasting your time, and it's just wasting your energy, because even if you force yourself to him, but he doesn't want to take you back, or he doesn't want to be with you, it's useless. So if he wants to choose that, just let go, because they said if your partner is happy, if you love to your partner, let them happy. If they are happy that they choose to be with that woman, so just go, because you love them. So make them happy. And what you're gonna do to yourself is healing and move on. So yeah, because I had a both partner, but Venus not even for to fight for to have the rights. But for the rights of the property you have, because even if they are building, they are living together and they are married, they are building a house, even if that house is under the name of his another woman, but it goes to the wife because it's not the financial from the girl, it's a financial from the woman. And it happened, I had it happened this in my hometown. You know that she is a single, she is a very single young woman, but she had a relationship with a married guy, and the married guy is older than her, and they have three children. Okay, they have three children. And you know what's the wife, the real wife, told to her children? Don't hate the children of your father to other women. If you met them, just say hello. So I think it's depend of the wife. If your wife is very if your wife is not good, so there will be a problem. But if you want to have peaceful, you want to have peaceful. So for me, if I love him, I just let go, and I just let him happy. If he is not happy to be with me anymore, so and he is happy to be that girl, so just let go.
Okay, so that's, for me, yeah, if you're helpless and sick, why you
Mm.
should stop, because it's just
Yeah.
really give you really sick. So what, at the end, if you're alive and you're sick, they can do harm on you or do something when it comes to property, because
Yeah.
it's in the law that it's prohibited, dealing with the married man or dealing with a married man to another person. So it's just like let it go. So just like for me, same thing. What Peter said, that that kind of thing is nothing. Okay, then
Mm.
let it go the person. So this is the thing that once the person leave you, then don't let him back. Okay, because
Yeah.
he already knows that your husband and wife, supposedly he's still there or she's still with your side. But if the person leave you, don't expect her or him to come back, because that's another story for that.
Mm.
So me, if you want to live, then live. Okay, I will
Mm.
not stop you for leaving me, especially that I'm helpless. No, you go. I'm not. I don't need you, because it gonna bring me death, every time that he's with me, and then all the things that he's doing. No, it's better for you to live. So I just focus myself that, okay, you're no longer with me. So that's the thing, that he's with you, but he don't really act that he's with you. So it's better for her or for him to leave.
Yes. It seems like you are ghost to them. That you are
Hmm.
exist, but it seems like you are not exist for them.
Okay, so that's all, guys. Thank you very much. So before we're gonna end, so I'll give you the floor, to invite our viewers, sis, and so go ahead.
So yeah, thank you, and thank you here, Miss Sis Lilibet, for having me here in your channel, in your live. And yeah, if you wanna know Filipino blogger, just visit. Just visit also my channel. I have a random live vlog every week and my regular live stream also every Sunday 9 p.m. and different topic to be discussed with viewers. So yeah, visit my
So
channel also.
what is your advice before we end, for those women, and then for those wizard people, that the topics that we had, that to avoid a lockup in prison, what is your advice, what is your advice to give them, so that they will not experience thing that they will gonna locked up in the prison here in the Philippines?
So my advice to Western people, if you come into the Philippines, first you should know what's the law in the Philippines, and when you come into the Philippines, especially when you're dating Filipina, you have to get to know better with your Filipina what's the background, because you don't know what's the mentality of your, the mindset of your Filipina. You have to know deeper inside and out of your Filipina before you're dealing with, because at the end of the day maybe you don't really know, and then you will, you know uh like face in this kind of situation, so you have to get to know first.
Okay, that's a good, that's a good advice. So, let's proceed to you, Sharon. What is your, what is your advice, and what is your, you know, message to all Western people, and particularly Western men, and for those Filipina.
Okay, to my message to the foreigner is respect our laws and respect our Filipinos, and especially more important is respect our laws and our culture, and get to know more about Philippines, about the Filipino behavior and character before you gonna jump on in here. And for a foreigner, to those a foreigner who date or want to have a Filipina, the only thing I'm gonna say to you is choose wisely and spend wisely. That's all. And always
Oh,
be very careful when you are here in the Philippines. Don't trust very easily to the person.
okay. So that's a good, that's a good message and advice. So, in my side, so this is one thing for Filipina. You know your boundaries. Don't, don't cross those other people's boundary, because they're gonna cut you. So it's just like, for me, is for those Western people, you do a little research first before you dealing with, Filipina, and dealing with the Philippine country itself, because one thing that I always mention this, if you're gonna bring your BS, you're gonna end up trouble here in the Philippines. So everything is good here. Once you obey the law here, everything is good. You're safe. But all you have to do, just leave the BS there and follow what the rules, or what people Filipino culture is. So that's all, guys. So once again, ladies, thank you so much, and of course, people on the live chat. So I really appreciate your time to support us. So I really appreciate your time, guys. Because this is first time that we do with a Filipina blogger, but Sharon is always, we always do things together. So once again, maraming maraming salamat sa inyong dalawa. So
Thank
until
you
next time.
also.
Yeah.
Yeah, next time.
So for those, so Filipina blogger, if you need my time to go with your channel, just let me know, and same
I will.
Sharon.
I
So
will
I'm
invite
very
you
open, to work with you
both.
guys. So
Yeah.
so
Thank
once
you.
again, thank you so much, and have a good day to everyone. So hasta luego. Bye.
Thank
Bye.
you,
Mwah.
everyone.